Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is our 19th lecture of classical mechanics 2. Here we will discuss the Lorentzian transformation, and we will also see why the Galilean transformations are not suitable to accommodate the postulates of special theory of relativity and why they are ignored. Rest and motion. Uh, the concept of rest and motion is totally relative concept. It depends uh, on the frames of references of the objects being considered with respect to each other. If some object is said to be at rest with respect to other, then it means that the object is not changing its position with respect to the second object. Uh, but it does not mean that that object is at rest for each and every object uh, uh, in the surrounding. For this, we can see that if a man, computer, phone, and desk are stationed at Earth and they are not changing position with respect to each other, then we can say that these things are at rest with respect to each other. But it does not mean that these things are also at rest with respect to all the other objects uh, located in Earth, which are moving on the Earth, and also for the objects uh, outside the Earth. These objects cannot be treated to be at rest, since the Earth itself is in motion. Hence, we say that the concept of rest and motion is totally a relative concept. To elaborate this concept, we take an example of Earth, a platform, and this cyclist. Uh, if this Earth is considered to be at velocity 0 meters per second, then this platform is supposed to be moving with 10 meters per second in east direction. This cyclist is moving with 25 meters per second in west direction. Uh, and we can say that uh, Earth is at 0 meters per second speed. This is having 25 meters per second speed in west direction. This is having 10 meters per second speed in east direction. What if we say what is the speed of the cyclist with respect to this platform? Then the number will change. This number will become 35 meters per second towards west. This 10 meter will become equal to 0 meters per second. If we say that what is the speed of this platform with respect to this cyclist, then again this number will be changed. Here we will say that here the 0 meters per second speed is for cyclist, and 35 meters per second speed is for this platform. What will be the position of Earth? If cyclist is taken as reference, then Earth will be assumed to be moving in opposite direction with 25 meters per second. What will be the case when this this platform is taken as reference? Then Earth will be supposed to be moving with 10 meters per second in west direction. Here we can see that if Earth is as reference, then Earth will be taken um, uh, to be moving with 0 meters per second. This cyclist is moving with 25 meters per second. This platform is moving with 10 meters per second. And if this platform is taken as reference, then this cyclist is moving with 35 meters per second with reference to this platform, and the Earth will be moving with 10 meters per second uh, towards west, and this platform will be assumed to be at 0 meters per second, and it is supposed to be at rest. So this is the concluding pictorial representation at zero. This is the first case in which Earth is taken as reference and platform is moving with 10 meters per second. Cyclist is moving with 25 meters per second. In west, this is in east. And if bicycle is the reference, then the Earth will be supposed to be moving with 25 meters per second in east, and the platform will be supposed to be moving with 35 meters per second in east direction, and the bicycle itself will be uh, taken to be at rest. And if the platform is the reference, then this will be the position, means 35 meters per second for cyclist in west direction and 10 meters per second speed for Earth. It will also be in west direction. The Galilean transformations relate the uh, coordinates of one-dimensional motion, in which we can say that if something is moving with velocity v uh, along x-axis and one observer is at rest, the other observer is moving, then x dash is the coordinate measured by the moving observer, x is the coordinate measured by the observer at rest, then these coordinates will be related in this way. X dash will be equal to x minus vt, y dash will be equal to y, as we are saying that the motion is one dimensional. So there will be no change along the x-axis and y-axis, sorry, z-axis and y-axis. And t is a time which is taken absolute. Time is absolute for Galilean transformations, but in special theory of relativity, time is not absolute. Rather, the speed of light is taken as universal constant, and time is relative. Time can be different for two different observers in relative motion. Time of the same event can be different. So time is uh, absolute in this Galilean transformation. Hence, we can say that as Galilean transformations assume time to be absolute, these are not uh, applicable in special theory of relativity, and we consider the Galilean transformations which are useful for applications of the postulates of special theory of relativity. As velocity of speed is constant, here we can see a car standing on a platform, and the platform is moving with speed 30 meters per second in right direction, and some events are taking place in the car, like this ball is moving with 10 meters per second in this speed, this ball is moving with 10 meters per second in opposite direction, and the velocity of light is uh, uh, same in both the directions. So as the platform is moving with 30 meters per second towards right, so an observer standing outside the platform can judge the velocities of these two balls in a way. He will measure this ball moving with velocity 20 meters per second in this direction. As this is 30 meters and this is 10 meters in opposite, so he will conclude 20 meters per second for this ball. For this ball, he will conclude 40 meters per second speed in this direction, and the observer within the car will measure the velocities 10 meter and 10 meter in both the directions for both the balls. So again, we can see that the velocities of the ball are the relativistic, and for two observers in different frames of references, there will be different values of the velocity. But one thing is common, that is speed of light. Speed of light is same in this direction, and this all the directions all around the observer, and the observer stationary at ground will also be uh, having same measurements for the speed of light in all directions. This is the observer on ground, which is standing outside the platform, and he will calculate the velocities of the ball, and the speed of light will be 3 multiplied 10 raised to power 8 meter per second for this and uh, this observer as well. Simultaneous events. Uh, the judgment of simultaneous events is also a matter of relativity. Consider an observer OT. Here, this observer is OT. He is standing in a train, sitting on the top of a moving train, while observer OE, this is the second observer who is on ground. At time t, a lightning takes place, and the light strikes the train and the ground at points A and B. Here, uh, there are points A and B, and the light is striking simultaneously at train, at point B, at point A. What the observer OE will see, he will see uh, that events taking place at point B and A are simultaneous. But uh, what the observations of OT will be? OT will say that BT occurred, event BT occurred before AT because the train is moving in this direction. He will see the event taking place at point B first, and he will see the event taking place at point A later. So we can say that the calculation of time for the event is relative. It means if these two events are simultaneous for this observer standing on the ground, the same events are not simultaneous for this observer who is in train and is moving with some speed towards point B. So it is known as the simultaneity in the special theory of relativity, which means that some events simultaneous in a frame of reference may not be simultaneous in another frame. Here, there are two postulates in the special theory of relativity. One is all the laws of physics are same in all the frames of references which are in uniform motion with respect to each other, and speed of light is universal constant uh, for space. Under the Galilean transformations, where time is absolute, where time is considered to be absolute in Galilean transformations, uh, these postulates cannot be upheld. So, for applications of these two postulates of special theory of relativity, Einstein found that the Lorentzian transformation equation work well, and according to Lorentzian transformations, time is not absolute. Here we can see that t dash is equal to gamma into t minus bx over c square, where gamma is the Lorentzian factor. So, involvement of Lorentzian factor is a big difference between the two transformations, the Galilean and the Lorentzian transformations. Here we can see the involvement of the Lorentzian factor, and this Lorentzian factor is always greater than 1, and this will decide the length contraction. Length contraction which is an important uh, aspect of the special theory of relativity. Here, the time dilation will be decided by this equation, and this vector is known as Lorentz vector. That's